Howdy, and welcome to another demonstration of TQA Cloud. In today's demonstration, we're going to talk about one of my favorites, competence and training. If you're like me, you're a quality manager, but odds are you've got your hand maybe in health and safety or environmental management, and odds are you're also the training manager, or at least have a heavy hand in keeping up with the program. One of the hardest things is to keep track of folks that were absent on training days, to keep track of folks that maybe failed a class, or for some reason just the training's overdue, just work demands. And you want to know how far behind you are. You want to know what the gaps are, what the weaknesses are. Well, we've got some tools for that. We've got a few of the benefits along the way. So we'll take a look at here, the Competence and Training tab. We'll start with the Training Library. Training Library. This is where you can store all of the materials. You notice the folder icon here, denoting that you can store any information within it. So let's look here at the directory title. This directory title is kind of an important field. It's what everything gets looked up on later, but we'll talk about that shortly. But here's where you identify what the training is. For instance, GHS hazard communication. We've identified here a retrain interval of 0, meaning you have to be trained at least once that hazardous communication was updated to the GHS system, but then you don't have to train on it annually thereafter, just once and go. And so we've listed here every department in our company. Take a look at 5-inch grinders. Now, in my days as a safety manager, 5-inch grinders were a common source of problems. So I like to have folks retrained annually. But we only need the operations and production team to be trained. Perhaps we're talking about control of non-conforming outputs. Everyone needs to know how to use the non-conformance report and what the fields and values and features of it are and how it operates. But again, it's just a once and done. We need to train them on it once, and we won't have to worry about it going forward. And then we identify all of the departments that need trained. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We'll take a look at our training records. And this is probably very similar to your training records, where we identify an employee, the date the training was completed, and the training that occurred. So eerily similar to many spreadsheets that you've operated or maybe currently work with. And so it's good to know what someone has had, but that still doesn't tell you what they need in the future. Well, that's where we created the Required Training Report. The Required Training Report is an amazing tool. So what it does is it tells you with a single click every single person in every single department missing a particular training. So let's go ahead and reset the field here. And let's take a look at the training. Let's identify my favorite 5-inch grinders. And we can see immediately that we have 2 folks that are missing their annual 5-inch grinder training. And this just makes everything immediately clear, easy to see, easy to use, with no gaps, no worries, no problems. What used to be a multi-hour process is now simple and easy to do. I hope you've enjoyed our demonstration. I look forward to hearing from you.